right?
I would put this up there, Brian, with one of the best speeches yet of his presidency, especially those last 10 minutes. I felt like, in a very positive way, he was channeling Ronald Reagan or George W. Bush, talking about freedom and democracy in a way in which I've always hoped that he would talk about it. I think one of the most important thing coming out of this is you heard that commitment to Article 5 for the NATO treaty that a lot of people have been waiting on. And I think that we've heard the strongest words to Russia yet. He talked about Russia meddling, of course, in Syria, assisting the Iranian regime. He talked very strongly about the Russian interference in the Ukraine. So for those of us that do believe that Russia is a nemesis, this president took him head on today. And I think it was an important precedent that he set before he goes into the G20 and before that meeting with President Putin.
David, of course, this was supposed to be a friendly stop, and it was. They announced they're going to have LG gas exports, which will provide energy security. And, of course, there's going to be security with 900 troops there and Patriot missiles. But next stop is going to be even more intriguing, wouldn't you say? The meeting with Angela Merkel. What's at stake?
Well, this was a pretty historic visit to Poland. He got a great crowd. The visuals were very good. He gave a decent speech. But on everyone's mind is, what is Trump's policy towards Russia? And that includes on Germany's mind. And even in Poland, while he got a great reception, actually, if you look at the polling numbers, only 23% of people in Poland trust Trump on global affairs. That's down from 58% under President Obama. President Trump also this morning is still questioning whether Russia attempted to interfere in the U.S. election, questioning whether it was even Russia. That's in stark contrast to what his own Secretary of State said in May, where he said it clearly was Russia. So it's an odd message for President Trump to be delivering, especially on the day before he goes to visit with Vladimir Putin. So that's the big question. Well, where he had some good comments about pushing back on Russian aggression in Ukraine, what is he actually going to do on Russia? Is he going to support sanctions on Russia, which Congress is pushing for very hard? Those are the important policy issues underlying this visit, both to Poland and to Germany, where he'll meet with Putin.
Yeah, good point. You know what I'm noticing, though, Kurt?